Hey there everybody, my name is Alex, spelled like that, and today we're going to be reviewing the MXL 990 condenser microphone. Now, at first I didn't even know if I was going to be able to have this review because up until a couple seconds ago we had some crazy fuzz going on in the background, but I fixed it, I figured out what the problem was, so we're just going to proceed with caution on this one. Now before we get into the video, this is a small channel. We're currently building and we're working on that building right now. So it would really help me out if you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as make sure that your bell notifications are turned on so that way you are notified every single Monday when we come out with a new episode. On top of that, if you have any ideas or questions at all about music or music production, please leave them in the comments below and I will dedicate a whole video to answering those questions. And now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. With the MXL package, you get a couple of things in the case. The first thing is, of course, the MXL 990. Large diaphragm condenser mic, needs fan and power, all the typical stuff that we get with condenser mics. Also in there, you get two different kinds of mic holders. The first one being a basket, and the other one being just a standard large diaphragm condenser mic holder. Now, right out of the box, I found that I have beef with this basket. I don't know if it's because it's used or if this is just the way that it is when it's manufactured, but there's a really interesting design where instead of screwing it into the basket itself, it has a clamp type situation where basically you press the clamp in, it expands the holder, you put it in about halfway through, and then you let go and it'll squeeze it. That's not the part I have a problem with though. As weird as that was to get used to, the part that I have a problem with is the actual strings. They're basically like hair tie strings that are supposed to be used to hold everything up. They're constantly coming undone, and my OCD sees one get undone and goes, oh, we've got to fix it. So you can imagine that if you have this in a studio, you're constantly fixing it when you could be recording a fantastic music. So for me, this basket is like I don't know, I'd give it a 3 out of 10 just looking at the basket alone. I'm not even going to use it for this video because it's just going to drive me insane. I probably spent like 10 minutes on it just trying to get it to keep everything together, and as soon as I'd move it to go put it somewhere, boom, all the hair ties would come undone. It's not good, I don't like it. Now the standard mic holder works just fine, so that's what we're going to be using instead. What else comes in the box are two booklets. One of them is the manual, and the other one is titled Getting the Best Results with Your MXL Microphone. Let's go ahead and let's talk about how we're going to be testing and reviewing this microphone today. Now, as you know, as you've seen when we did our Nady PCM 100, we do things a little bit differently on this channel. This is a vocal/acoustic instrument based microphone, but we are going to be using it for much more than that. We're going to use it for as many applications as we possibly can, and then we will go through and we'll rate them from 1 to 10, 10 being the absolute best product and 1 being the absolute worst product. And then at the end, we'll combine everything, check out the average score, and that is what we will score this microphone. As an added bonus to today, I have kind of a corny song that I came up with a few weeks ago with my wife in the kitchen. It's called Shut Your Butt, and I thought, why don't I go ahead and use this time to also record Shut Your Butt? We can utilize this microphone to record everything that we need for this track. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing that we really want to land on are the drums. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to record ourselves some drums. This will be recorded as a drum overhead, and then I'll also do a second recording and just layer it with the MXL as a room mic kind of off in the background as well, and just see how that works. For the drums overhead, we're getting some crisp snares and hats, really good dynamics. I could use a little bit more bass, but the toms sound great. and honestly, you're not going to get a lot of bass from being this high up anyway. So overall, 8 out of 10. For the drum room sound, the snare is a little too heavy in my opinion, and for some reason the dynamic control feels like it's been a little bit lost. I don't know if it's just because it's so far away, so I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. This is much better for a drum overhead than a drum room. Okay, now that we've got the drums down, let's go ahead and record ourselves some bass guitar, which is not normally something you would record on this microphone. We'll see how it goes. For bass, surprisingly decent on the bass. It's a little bit muddy, but overall, it's pretty decent, so it gets a 7 out of 10. It's not built for bass, so. Alright, next thing we gotta record is some guitar. It's a country song. You gotta do guitar. Let's see how well we can do this. The guitar here sounds amazing, very well balanced. There's really not much to go over here. You get great balance between the tonalities, and the dynamics sound really good too, so 9 out of 10. And last but not least, let's go ahead and record some vocals for this as well. Oh, shut your butt. Oh, shut your butt. Well, I said it, I said it, I said it, I say it again. Oh, 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 shut your boat. Oh, shut your boat. For vocals, I'm getting a very clear sound. The tonality is fantastic. It sounds like a really good, solid recording. There's no really big need for EQ, just a little bit of light EQ and some light compression. And because of that, the vocal gets a 9 out of 10. And now let's see what it sounds like on my digital piano, the Casio Privia. Okay, for the keys here, it sounds decent. It is a little bit muddy. Well, it'd probably be better for an acoustic piano, whereas this is a digital piano, but overall, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So 6 out of 10. Alright, so that was everything individually, but let's put it all together, make a really quick, really rough mix, and see how everything sounds together for a little teeny tiny snippet of a song called Shut Your Butt. Enjoy. Oh, shut your butt. Oh, shut your butt. Well, I said it, I said it, I said it, I say it again. Oh, 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 shut your butt. Oh, shut your butt. Come on, come on, come on, come on now. Oh, shut your butt. Woo, I said it, I said it, I said it, I say it again. thought that all sounded pretty good. Now, before we get into the actual rating of this microphone, if you would like for me to fully produce the song Shut Your Butt, let me know in the comments below, and we'll make that happen. I'll make a whole behind the scenes video showing you how I made it and everything like that. Alright, let's get into this. So, just to go back over the scores totally, for the vocal we got a 9 out of 10. For guitar we did a 9 out of 10 as well. For piano keys we gave it a 6 out of 10. For drum over it was 8 out of 10. A room mic for drums was a 6 out of 10. And then for bass guitar amped, it was a 7 out of 10. So that brings the overall average score to a 7.5 out of 10, which is pretty good. Now, the cheapest I could find this microphone was on Amazon for $89.95 or for $99.84 if you want to go with the black model, which I would go with the black model. Now, I am an Amazon affiliate, and if you want to support this channel as well as purchase this microphone, please click on the link down in the description below. It will really help me out, and you get a great deal because Amazon's the cheapest place to buy this microphone right now. So yeah, that's where you want to go. Because the price is under $100, I wanted to go ahead and round up this 7.5, give it an extra 0.5, so its official score is an 8 out of 10, which is really, really good. Really, really, really good stuff here. So I'm impressed by this microphone. I will probably be using this microphone in the future. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that your bell notifications are on so that way you're notified every single Monday when we come out with a new episode. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.
I said it, I said it, I said it, I'll say it again. Oh, 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 oh.